Welcome back. Look at this. This is we've never had this arrangement before. Look at this 3-shot. It's time again to share some of the things we're loving right now. Here's the deal. Oprah had her favorite things. We have best things ever. And today it's a Jason Show staff edition of Best Things Ever. We're all sharing our latest favorite things. Give it up for Kendall, executive producer Jeff, and producer Ted. There we go. Hello, friends. Hey, Ted, do me a favor. Turn around. Is the meeting still going on?
Leo, I think if we pan up just a little bit, we might be able to get a little glimpse.
But it's still going on, Ted?
Oh, by the way, there are treats. I spotted them.
Yeah, there are.
Leo?
Yeah, there are treats. Oh, okay, I'm going to go first, and mine is actually a show. This can, because these can be lotions, potions, places, restaurants. Now, this show's been airing for years. 19 seasons actually on the Food Network, but now every single episode is available on Discovery Plus, and it is Robert Irvine's Restaurant Impossible. Robert, let's get to work, travels to struggling restaurants across the country to help them out, and it always, and this is always great, don't roll it yet, Leo. It always starts with Robert testing the food, and inevitably the food falls out of his mouth like this. Like that. Look.
Chicken masala. It's got a good masala. It actually tastes very good. But there are far too many processed foods. We got a cheeseburger here with frozen fries, garbage cheese, ribs. The meat tastes old and the jar barbecue sauce. The service sucks. No management or leadership. That's why this restaurant is failing.
So that was Irvine at Pier West Restaurant in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. That was some earlier seasons because I can always tell by Robert's hair because he has gray hair now. So that's probably seasons 1 through 10 is what I'm thinking. I love this show for so many reasons. One, it's a great show to put on in the background, and I love a good transformation. I love a good makeover show. And what I like about their makeovers of these restaurants, because they only get 2 days, is the fact that they have a pretty good budget. Not so much in the earlier years. They basically use construction paper and cardboard. But in the later seasons, their restorations and remodels of the restaurants are pretty fantastic, and they don't waste any money. Well, look at this one. I mean, the new flooring, and we all know how much flooring costs. Oh, yeah, look at his hair. This is, and I love him. He's the engineer, Tom. He just had a couple babies. I love Tom. What? Why are you laughing at Jeff?
You know more about the cast of Restaurant Impossible than,
than employees here at Fox 9.
Yes.
I don't know half of the nighttime producers.
Half.
Whatever, Ted, I heard that.
Oh, but Tom has a new baby.
I know them. But Jeff, you were saying you watched Restaurant Impossible.
I only like the first, I like it all, but my favorite are the first 20 minutes where he goes in and eats the food and hates it always.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
There's nothing, and then he screams, he comes in, and he looks around and he surveys the land. He's like, oh, it smells like oysters. Oh, look at this garbage, look at this mob. And then he screams for the owners to come in. Cheryl, Robert, come in here. And then the owners come in, and inevitably, he's going to read them upside down and sideways, and they have to just grin and bear it. And never, ever does he like everything. He rarely likes even one thing. Like I just watched an episode last night, and he had a hamburger in front of him. He had pancakes. He had fried chicken, and he had a pie. The only thing he liked was the crust of the pie. It was fantastic. And it's just good TV. It's good reality TV. And I like him as a host. I just love Robert Irvine. Kendall, have you ever watched any of these?
I haven't, but I'm wondering, is this one of those shows where I'm going to get frustrated as the viewer because he's always yelling at everyone, or is it more constructive?
Okay, very good question, because like Gordon Ramsay, who I also love, he can come sometimes as across as like a little meanie.
Right.
No, Robert is very tough love, but he means well. For instance, the most frustrating thing, the common thread that runs through a lot of these episodes with the owners is the fact that they don't understand the fundamental thing about running a restaurant, and that is pricing their food.
Really? Something that simple?
Oh.
Seemingly simple.
Oh, they don't know how to, because, you know, when you price a food item, cost of goods, labor, utilities, that all goes into pricing a plate of food. So you always want it to be, you want your profit margin to be a certain amount for you to make any money. I would say 3/4 of the owners have fundamentally no idea how to do that. And he's blunt with them, but at the very end, it's tough love. And you'll see they show the credits at the end. They'll do an update about 6 weeks later. You know, sales are up 20%, you know, 20, 30%. Or some of them, they don't listen to Robert and they go back into the turlet. Yeah.
Do you know what the show, do you remember Tabitha's Takeover on Bravo?
Tabitha's Salon Takeover.
Oh, that show should come back.
It was.
She was so good on that show.
I was in one of those episodes. Remember that, Jeff?
Which one?
I was in
Jungle Red Salon?
The Jungle Red Salon. I was in a fashion show.
What?
Yeah, I was in an episode. Well, I don't know why me in a fashion show makes all of you laugh.
That was the one. That was the one where the owner slept in the salon because she couldn't afford her rent.
Yes.
Or something. I don't want to be wrong on that.
No, I think you're right. She was a nice lady, but yeah. Anyway.
Question.
Yes.
Who is it? The customers who are like, come in and fix this restaurant, or is it the owners?
The owners.
Okay.
The owners. They beg for help from Robert. Yeah, they submit their application. So, I shared my best thing ever, which is Restaurant Impossible on Discovery Plus. Still to come, Kendall, Jeff, and Ted. And you're not going to want to miss Ted. Just, there we go. Thank you, Ted. There's a hint. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back. It's our staff best thing ever extravaganza, and now it's producers Ted's turn. Ted Talk. Ted's turn. And Ted, I hear this has something to do with your skin.
It's a very thorough skincare routine.
Oh, Lord.
You know, we have great makeup people here at Fox 9. So
We do?
Yeah, so they kind of prescribed
Where are they?
a
Ted,
routine for
Ted,
me.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't know if you've been told, we don't have makeup people here at Fox 9.
Who are those people then?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyways, Kendall knows this, but sometimes my skin can get a little scaly.
Ted, why would Kendall know this, Ted?
She sits next to me in the meeting and goes, "Your hands are gross."
They need lotion.
So, and she's not the only one who has said that before. So, recently I underwent a skin transformation. And it involved, it's actually a throwback to what you and Jeff talked about a few years ago. It's Kiehl's Ultimate Strength Hand Salve.
Yeah!
And this stuff is just, this is money. Every day, put it on my hands, and it is like a glove goes over top of my hands and protects them.
Ted, I am so proud of you.
And look at that, Leo. Just
Don't zoom in. Don't zoom in. Whatever
beauty.
you do.
Kendall.
Just beautiful.
Look at his paws. They look, Ted, those are fine looking paws.
Yes, thank you.
That stuff though is so good.
Right, Jeff? It is. I like a lot of the Kiehl's products. The eye depuffer. And by the way, Leo, take Ted full for me, please. Take Ted full.
Full.
Leo. There we go. Thank you, Ted. You knew I was. Look at the graphics behind Ted. I love it. Anyway, Kendall, have you ever used Kiehl's?
I've only borrowed yours. I use that Working Hands. Very similar. It's
Okay.
like really, it's nice, neutral.
Ted, is that the only Kiehl's product you're using, or are you stopping
It is the only Kiehl's product I'm using. My next product is not a Kiehl's product.
Okay.
Kiehl's is not cheap, so it's an investment, but you know, your hands are important. So anywho, the next part is my face. Because you know what, we use our face a lot.
It's true.
For what?
And so I've been using, and it was just dried out all the time. So now I've been using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel. This stuff feels amazing, and it does wonders. It does wonders for your face.
Ted, I am so proud of you for for starting. Now, how often do you use the face gel?
In the morning. So I use the face gel before I put the product in my hair.
Wait, is that a morning product though, or is that an evening product? Do we need to go over this?
I'm not sure. I don't get too in depth with that. I use it in the morning.
It looks like an evening
It
product,
might be.
but we could work
How
on
does it
this.
look like an evening?
Yeah, Kendall, how do you know it looks like an evening product?
The way that they usually they label and put them in the little boxes are usually evening products. I'm a woman. I've been working with this stuff since I was 12.
Kendall, let's not look a gift Ted in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Ted, I'm really proud of you though. I
We
really
want
am.
a moisturized Ted.
We want Ted, Kendall. I think we just want a moisturized Ted. Okay.
I should quit.
Okay, Ted, is that it?
That is it. I've been using these two things regularly for the last 2-3 weeks,
Nice.
and my world has been changed.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Next is your feet, Ted, right?
Oh,
Oh God, no.
no.
Sure.
Can we not show Ted's feet?
Okay.
Jeff and Kendall when we come back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Our Jason Show team is back together. So Ted, I'll see you, Kendall, telling you that your hands and face are scaly and lizard-like, and I'll raise you. I stepped out and I snuck into our employee meeting that we weren't invited to.
Ooh.
And you know, today's Dawn Stevens' last day, so they've been running old promos from about 10 years ago. Some of them feature yours truly. And as I was exiting the employee meeting with my cookie, one of the photographers, I won't say who, Russ, looked at me and said, "Yeah, you see those promos? Yeah, you sure were thin back then."
Oh.
Stab my eyes out now.
One of
Thanks.
about 3 things you never say to me if you want me in a good mood. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I love our team. Okay, it's our latest best thing ever. Oh, thank you. Okay, sometimes Leo's sleeping and sometimes he's Johnny come quickly. It's Kendall's turn. What do we have, Kendall?
Okay, so it's that time of year when the dogs are shedding like excessively, and in my house it's a big deal because, as we've learned, I'm kind of a clean freak. This is called the Furminator. It is my favorite tool. Jeff is laughing, but it's
I thought it
true.
was a Ted skincare routine.
Did you? This is actual footage of Ted. This is Kendall with Ted this morning.
Is the makeup artist. That's Ted's cousin.
What is that?
That's the fur that comes off your dog. Okay, honestly, this product is something that my vet recommended to me when we first got our dogs, just with, you know, here's how you take care of your pet, you should do this, you should do that. And she said, this will really help because it gets into that undercoat. It doesn't just brush off the top coat of hair, it gets in the undercoat, it doesn't hurt them at all, but you get so much hair off, like you saw in that video. It's like disgustingly satisfying, like picking a hangnail. You're like, or popping a zit, you're like, this is so nice. Anyway, it's also really great. It doesn't hurt the dogs. They like being brushed, and it just takes off all that extra fur that would otherwise end up in your house.
The I mean, look at Ted. The results are clear.
Yeah,
Look
the
at that.
Furminator worked very well on Ted. We
Yeah.
skipped his beard.
Is it manual or is it like electric?
It's manual, so there's a little, you saw her push the thing down and the hair came out. There's a release tab that you can use, but I just pull it out. But honestly, if you've got a dog, it's it's more expensive than a normal just like $2 brush.
Yeah, they are expensive.
It's about 20-ish bucks, I
That's
think,
not
but
bad.
I'm telling you, it is the most worthwhile investment ever to save your house.
Can you bring it in and try it on Ted?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I do love that. It's obvious that Jeff is Ted, Kendall. It's
But
obvious,
only my back.
It's obvious Jeff is not a pet owner because he asked if it was manual or electric.
What?
I mean,
Electric
like you're
boogaloo.
gonna put your
Plug
dog.
it in.
You're not gonna put your dog through a manual brusher.
No, I meant like plug it in, like that it's like
A razor,
vibrates or something.
like you mean like a razor.
That's another best thing ever. Our final best thing is from executive producer Jeff.
All right, you know I love kitchen gadgets. I've talked about my air fryer that he still makes fun of until he bought one. And
I've never
realized
heard
it.
about this.
I know.
What's an air fryer?
Well, today I have this. Does anyone know what that is?
Well,
It's like a torture device.
Well, okay. So what
Handcuffs.
this is, it's a lettuce chopper. And I got this on Target.com for less than $10. And seriously, watch. Okay, so you know you get those big chunks of lettuce in your boxes? Don't laugh. You do. And they're so annoying to eat because you get it all over your mouth. This thing, okay, this was hard to film because I was holding the camera with one hand and chopping with the other.
That's what he said last time.
So, but anyway, okay, so this thing will just chop and chop and chop, and it's so easy, and it's so easy to clean, and you get nice little chunks of lettuce. If you go to Subway or other restaurants that have chopped salads, they have those big blades that do it for you.
Yeah.
This thing, though, it has 2 blades, and they work like that. You just push them down, and they're done. You can put mix-ins in there, and it chops the carrots, chops the chicken, the onions, everything.
Is it, okay, now wait a minute. The fixins, is it sharp enough to cut the fixins?
I mean, if you have a hard carrot, it might not work. Which I don't know.
Jeff said it would work.
I don't know where the soft carrots live, but the other good thing is it's not metal. If you chop lettuce with a knife or like a blade, it sometimes turns the lettuce brown.
Yeah, because we joked with Jeff. We said in the meeting, what happened to what's wrong with a good old-fashioned knife?
It turns the lettuce brown. No one wants brown lettuce.
But don't you eat it like right away?
Well, what if you're chopping it for a shindig or a party?
Wasn't it like that night?
Oh my God, too many questions. Anyway.
Is the dishwasher safe?
Mine is, I think it's called like the Vibin' Chef or something like that. That's the name of it.
It was in the prompter. Roll back prompter. There we go.
The Vibin' Chef. And it's like $9.50. I've already bought 2 as gifts.
You have?
Yeah. For family members. I mean, it's not like Jason,
okay.
I would get one. But,
yeah. I would accept your Vibin' Chefin'.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you go buy your own lettuce and chop it yourself?
Oh, absolutely not. That's what Colin's
You have
for.
people for that.
I have people for that.
This is an honest question. Is it dishwasher safe? Because I'm kind of lazy.
Yeah. Everything I own in the world is dishwasher safe.
It just looked like you were cutting the same cuts.
Well, no, it's just cutting the big leaves into smaller leaves.
Ted, do you even eat lettuce?
Next question.
See, like,
That's
why
a
do you
no,
care?
Kendall. Kendall, he doesn't eat lettuce. He doesn't eat kale or lettuce. No. That's
But
why.
it's cheaper to buy big heads of lettuce and cut it yourself, people.
Yeah,
Bing,
other
bing.
than the kits, yeah.
Yes.
How long have you had that?
Sounds like Christmas time.
Oh, okay. There we go.
really exciting.
Give it up for Kendall, Ted, and Jeff, everybody. If you missed any of these favorite things, we'll be posting this segment and the whole show actually on YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube page or on our Facebook page, Jason Show TV. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment.